Phil Taylor was born on the 13th of August 1960 in Stoke-on-Trent. He grew up in a terraced house that had an outside toilet which cost just £100. Taylor said that it was freezing and that his family had to share electricity with the neighbours. He left school at around 15 and got his first job working at a sheet metal factory where he earned just £9 a week. He then moved on to making ceramic toilet roll handles where he earned £52 a week. Taylor played darts in his childhood but did not start taking the game seriously until 1986 when he was 26. At this time, he moved into a house with his wife Yvonne, which was near the Crafty Cockney, a pub owned by five-time world champion Eric Bristow. Taylor watched an exhibition in this pub and got to know Bristow well. A few months later, Taylor's wife brought him a set of darts for his birthday. He began playing regularly in 1987 and joined a league. By 1988, he was selected to play for England and Bristow offered to sponsor him. Bristow loaned Taylor £10,000 on the condition that he quit his job. Taylor agreed and it paid off, as by 1990, Taylor won the World Championship on his debut, beating his mentor 6-1 in the final to win £24,000. Many of Taylor's family members and friends, as well as people from his hometown, had money on him to win the tournament from the start when he was priced at 125 to 1. His family won lots of money from this, so much so that the local Ladbrokes could not pay out the full amount of everyone's winnings. Taylor won his second world title 2 years later before moving over to the PDC in 1993. From the first PDC World Championship in 1994 until 2007, he was in the final every year, losing on just 3 occasions. In 2002, he hit the first UK televised 9-darter, earning £100,000 for the feat at the World Match Play, where he got just £15,000 for winning the event. By 2004, he became the first darts player to cross £1 million in career earnings, and his earnings were only going up as the prize money in darts increased. From 2005 until the end of his career, he earned over £300,000 in prize money every year, with his yearly earnings over the £500,000 mark in 5 years. By 2012, he became the first player to surpass £5 million in earnings. He retired having earned over £7.5 million in prize money during his career, and likely lots more due to sponsorship deals and exhibitions. During the peak earning years of his career, Taylor earned over £1 million. In 2017, around the time of Taylor's retirement, the PDC brought back 1,237 of their own shares at a price of £884 each, over £1 million in total. Although it is not confirmed who held these shares before the sale, it is very likely that it was Taylor, as this was the exact amount of shares that he held in the last statement before the sale. Taylor was offered shares at the start of the PDC as one of the original players, and then brought more shares over his career when others sold them. He said that he got really good returns on this investment, and the sale, if by him, made him over £1 million. Taylor lived in a modest 4-bedroom house in Stoke with his wife for the majority of his early career, spending his money on houses for his family members as well as cars. He bought houses for his kids, parents and in-laws before deciding to move himself after his fame led to privacy becoming an issue. This decision came after a man walked into his house wanting an autograph after seeing the door left ajar. He chose to move into a house on a development overlooking a golf course. This house cost Taylor £600,000 and it was located in a gated estate of Wychwood Park in Cheshire. Taylor also brought over 16 new build properties to rent out. Taylor also had a villa in Tenerife, as well as a holiday chalet near Blackpool. He bought all of his properties using cash and has never had a mortgage. Taylor also bought some expensive cars over the course of his career. He got a Bentley Continental for £100,000 in around 2007. He also had a Bentley Arnage at one point, as well as an S-Class Mercedes and Land Rover. He stated that he had to have a good car due to the amount of travelling to tournaments that he did, and that he would regularly have to spend hundreds of pounds on petrol when travelling. He had the custom number plate D4RTP and a £5,000 mosaic of a dartboard on his driveway. In recent years, he has switched to driving a Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV SUV. He said that he switched to an electric car to help to save the environment for his grandkids, and as he hates petrol stations. In 2017, around the time of his retirement, Taylor also added a Volvo V90 to his car collection. Taylor has also been very generous over the years. After meeting 6-year-old Jack Waddell, who needed a life-saving operation at an exhibition in 2017, the Power donated £20,000 to help send him to America to get treatment, which he eventually got, and it went well. Taylor also got in contact with his famous friends such as Robbie Williams and Ronnie O'Sullivan to add to the fund. In 2020, Taylor brought an NHS worker a brand new bike after his bike was stolen during a shift. Taylor did this to help out the NHS as Spencer James cycled to work every day. Taylor did this generous act after reading about the theft on his local news website. Taylor also used some of his money to open up a shop which had an office above it called the Power Shop. The shop sold memorabilia, darts and trophies and was run by his daughter. Taylor even worked shifts in the shop on some occasions. Taylor brought a Mercedes Sprinter 311 CDI Medium to help run this store and his exhibitions. Taylor also brought and ran a pub in Stoke for many years. He brought the Cricketers Arms in 1993 and regularly practiced in the pub for up to 6 hours a day before selling it in 2001. Taylor divorced his wife in 2014 after 26 years together. They first separated in 2011. During the divorce proceedings, Taylor offered a package worth £830,000, but during a family court hearing, a judge forced him to pay a further £400,000 as well as give her the home in Tenerife. Taylor paid a $780,000 lump sum, $350,000 in investment properties and $149,000 as a pension pot, as well as giving the Tenerife property. The judge, who described Taylor as charming and engaging, ordered the Power to give over 5 properties in total. At the time of this decision, Taylor had an estimated £3.4 million worth of assets, as well as a company, Fill the Power Taylor Limited, worth £758,000. Taylor cut 2 of his daughters out of his life following the divorce. Taylor financially supported his older children, but not the younger 2, who had to claim benefits and live in a hostel and council estate. A spokesperson for Taylor said that he was aware that his daughters were on benefits, but declined to comment on why he was not supporting them.